The holidays mean family gatherings and travel, but they can also bring an uptick in crime. We're going to have advice from authorities on making your home safe for the holidays and cashing in on those year-end trips to the dentist and doctor. KOAM News at 6 is next. Now at 6, authorities in Wilson County respond to an early morning fatal crash. Plus,
the Pittsburgh Police Department wants neighborhoods to be safe and secure this holiday season. I'm Kenny Foreman, and I'll have more on that coming up.
And students at Joplin Catholic schools pair up with some nonprofits to kick off their annual Days of Service.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities in Fredonia respond to a fatal crash just after midnight this morning. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. That crash happened on U.S. Highway 400 just northwest of Fredonia in Wilson County. A van traveling west veered into the oncoming lane and struck a semi head-on. Troopers said the impact moved the semi to the shoulder. The driver of the van, Bradley Pleck of South Carolina, died at the scene. Authorities investigate 2 separate weekend fatalities in southeast Kansas, one involving highway traffic, the other involving a train and a pedestrian. First, a train pedestrian fatality in Altoona, Kansas. It happened around 3 p.m. Saturday. Investigators say 21-year-old Angel Stevens of Altoona was walking on West 7th Street and stepped in front of that train. They believe she did not see or hear it. A 3-vehicle crash claims the life of one woman south of Viola. This happened on Old Highway 96 near the Elm Creek Bridge Saturday evening. Investigators say Deanna Foster of Viola was driving a pickup, crossed the center, and sideswiped 2 other vehicles. The pickup overturned, trapping Foster inside. She later died at the hospital. No one else was seriously hurt. Meteorologist Austin Stantz joins us now with a first look at the weather.
Yeah, hey Dow, it is a little gross out there this evening. We've been seeing some of those pesky showers out there tonight, seeing that glistening off the roadways right now. Again, more puddling out there. We're not talking about flooding, but puddling causing some impacts on the roadways, increase that following distance. Right now, temperatures 56 degrees out there right now. Winds out of the south-southwest right around 9 miles per hour. So we're not going to see our temperatures bottom out this evening, but we are going to see these cool, damp conditions continue. Miami seeing a heavy shower just moving through your area right now. Off to the northeast, we're seeing some of those showers move through Nevada, Shell City, and now out of the area to the northeast. So most of the heavy showers now starting to move out of the area, but still some of those scattered pesky showers to deal with later this evening. We'll talk about all that and more, what we can expect as we get closer to the holiday coming up.
All right, we'll catch you in a few. Holiday travel and shopping create more opportunities for crime. Pittsburgh Police Department reports property crime peaks in December due to increased travel, package deliveries, and crowded stores. KOAM's Kenny Foreman has what police want residents to know.
As many people get set to travel this holiday season, they could be leaving their homes more vulnerable to break-ins and theft. It's why the Pittsburgh Police Department is offering to help make sure their property is secure while they're out of town.
During this time of year, people are traveling for extended periods of time, going to visit family out of the area or out of state. So this is when we normally see maybe a slight pickup in some residential thefts and burglaries.
Deputy Chief Henderson says, according to 2022 through 2024 stats, there is a 20% increase in December burglaries in Pittsburgh compared to the other 11 months. It's also consistently the peak month for property crime. FBI crime data shows it's similar nationwide. It's a worrisome problem that is no stranger to a vibrant college town like Pittsburgh.
We know that sometimes around the university, when students are going to be gone from December to January for the winter break, during that period of time they may leave the residence they have down here for a while, and during that time they may be burglarized or a motor vehicle broken into.
Those away from home may feel uneasy, but the department is willing to do its part in making sure they come back finding everything the way they left it.
Our officers, as they're available, can go by and check, make sure everything appears to be okay with the residents. We would ask that if people are going to do that, if they could please leave a contact phone number for us in case there is an emergency or in case we need to get in touch with somebody, either them or a designated responding party for checking their house and everything.
And there's more steps residents can take to not leave anything to chance.
Timer switch for lights at your house. That way it has the appearance of somebody being home at irregular hours of time. And just generally, just like I said, make contact with your neighbors. Ask them to help keep an eye out and report any suspicious activities. If anyone sees anything strange or unusual, you can always call the police department. We'll have officers come out and check it out.
In Pittsburgh, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Anyone interested in this service is welcome to call the Pittsburgh Police Department's dispatch center. Provide them with your address, which will be added to the periodic patrol checklist. Students with the Joplin area Catholic schools rolled up their sleeves for their first system-wide days of service. Kids from all 4 schools are participating in tailored service projects in partnership with various local organizations. In this case, kids are at the Schroeder Family Explorium, moving boxes and organizing in preparation for Thursday's turkey trot. Other participating organizations include the Salvation Army and Community Clinic. Students can serve both on and off campus.
For our students and our staff, it's so meaningful to be able to actually be here physically helping and be using our muscles and getting sore and actually just being able to put our boots on the ground and do something.
The days of service will continue tomorrow. A third service day is planned for February to coincide with Lent. The Gorillas stay on a hot streak, winning their 10th game in a row. Coming up in sports, a closer look at the secret of their success. But up first, as the year draws to a close, a lot of people make their trip to their dentists and doctors. We'll have details. It's that time of year when doctors see an increase in patients as people try to get things taken care of before their deductible starts over on January 1st. Chris Bryant shares what you can do to avoid the rush for next year.
The holiday rush is on, and we're not talking about shopping.
With things that they've kind of put off and trying to rush in to get in, or things that may have just started and they're like, man, I just want to get this done before the end of the year.
People are trying to squeeze in everything, from annual wellness visits to screenings like a colonoscopy and routine tests, to follow-up appointments and lab work.
The big hindrance to that is getting in with a specialist that has to handle that. So sometimes we can and sometimes we can't.
But it's not just trying to get things taken care of before the new year that causes healthcare professionals to see an increase in patients.
Sick visits, we don't turn away any sick kids. If they have to be seen, they're seen same day.
Abigail Pierce is a nurse practitioner with Boston Mountain Rural Health in Lead Hill, Arkansas. She says the flu and cold season is another reason providers see an increase this time of year. An important thing to discuss with your provider at the end of the year is your medications to make sure you have refills and reassess your prescriptions.
Yeah, typically we respond to telephone encounters and refill requests, typically within 24 hours.
Time is of the essence when so many people want to be seen.
As far as like routine stuff goes, every patient is scheduled in a 20-minute block. So sometimes it can put us behind, especially if patients are like saving 10 problems for one visit.
And there is a simple way to avoid the end of the year rush.
A way to do that is come in and see us more frequently.
A little later, some would say Buc-ee's convenience store has everything. Apparently that includes a baby. One couple's delivery story coming up.
Well, it's been a wet Monday to start your week, but we'll talk about how much longer we have to deal with that rain coming up. Well, it's been a wet start to our Monday. Most of that heavier rainfall now starting to move out of the area. Let's take a look. We look to our northeast, we've seen Osceola, Nevada, Stockton, Lamar, seeing some of that heavier rainfall off to the northeast. Still some pesky showers out there that we're dealing with right now, looking in Ottawa County here, moving through Miami. Also seeing some showers off to our west there as well. But again, that heavier rain now starting to exit the area. So that heavier rainfall moving out, that's some good news for us as we've seen some puddling already and already seen some showers with some heavier rainfall just the other day. Now, taking a look at one of these heavier showers that's still lingering downstream Casino right here. So if you're traveling along 44, you're probably getting in one of these pockets of heavy showers. Now, once you get through the downstream casino and get south towards Miami, you'll be getting out of that rainfall there. So this is going to continue to move northeast. Joplin going to be seeing some of this heavier shower here in just a few minutes. So plan for that if you're about getting ready to head out the door. Off further east, Monette, a brief heavy shower there just south of 44, but not a lot of lightning, no thunder. These are just damp, cool showers out there, kind of making it feel a little gross outside right now. Taking a look at downtown Joplin at our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Again, that reflection off the road just says all that you need to know. It is slick out there for this evening. So your evening commute and what you can expect, well, we're expecting some showers, pesky showers tonight. Around 54 degrees is what you can expect over the next few hours. You see the red here on 6, 7, and 8 p.m. Well, that's because there's going to be some hazards on the roadway just because it's a little bit slick out there. So again, increase that following distance, slow down a little bit, have those windshield wipers on. And again, it's a little cool out there too. So have a jacket if you're heading out the door tonight. Now, what we can expect as we head through the overnight hours, we still have these winds coming out of the south. That's going to keep our temperatures from dropping too low overnight tonight. But we notice temperatures in the upper 50s for right now. So right around 8 o'clock, 54 in Anderson, 57 Joplin, 57 in Parsons. Now, again, some of those brief showers, more scattered in nature, those are going to continue to move northeast out of the area. Things are going to quiet down as we head into the overnight hours tonight. But by midnight, still just a few scattered showers, temperatures nearing the mid-50s. There are 5-day rain chances, not expecting too much in accumulation after today. Today was going to be the heaviest rainfall event. Now we're not really going to see anything until we start approaching next weekend. So let's talk about that for a moment. Our next system that moves in, not going to be making its way through till about next weekend, but we do have a possibility of a short wave that comes through here, possibly bringing maybe a few snow flurries very early Thursday morning, but nothing impactful as we head into the holiday. That next system that could bring in some rainfall, though, here it is, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's that low that comes in, some cooler air to come along with that as well. So taking a look at the future track, well, there's Wednesday night into Thursday, the possibility of a shower or two there. But that main rainmaker coming in Saturday night into Sunday, that's the one that we're watching for next week. Let's talk about your 7-day forecast and what you can expect there. Well, here, 47 degrees for your Wednesday, 47 for Thursday as well. Now, it's going to be a chilly one out there, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to Friday because I do enjoy the leftovers.
Yeah, there will be leftovers on Friday and Saturday and Sunday and for a couple of weeks after that if they've been frozen, I guess.
Yeah, you know, it pocket saver.
Right, exactly. And for those who didn't meet you last week on our 10 o'clock news, Austin Stantz, a new addition to our weather team. Welcome aboard, Austin.
Thank you, Dow.
Now, families across 4 states can find free Thanksgiving meals this week. Several local organizations are serving warm dinners to anyone who needs one. Organizers say each year brings different challenges, so they recommend checking websites and social media pages for the latest schedules and registration information. Many of the meals do require advance sign-up. Still ahead, Pitt State football is coming off its biggest game of the year, the postseason. A recap of the Gorillas' playoff win over Chadron State. That's up next in sports. Pitt State football won its 10th game in a row on Saturday in the Gorillas' playoff opener. KOIM Sports Director Ryan Blank has the recap from Kearney Smith Stadium.
Coming off a big win over Northwest Missouri State to claim a share of the MIAA title, the Pitt State Gorillas returned to Kearney Smith Stadium to open postseason play against Chadron State. And it didn't take long for the Gorillas to get the crowd on their feet in the jungle as Tywon Atkins Jr. took the opening kickoff 99 yards for a return touchdown.
To start the very first play of the game to score is awesome, and great job by all 11 guys on the field to execute that. Had some great blocks, great execution by those guys, and then he has the ability, if he can find some open space, to definitely take it all the way, and he was able to do that. So that was obviously a great way for us to start the football game.
Following the big play from the Gorillas receiver, points came at a premium for both teams. And despite totaling a season-low 306 yards offensively, the Pitt State offense made a play with their backs against the wall, as Jackson Berry connected with Karan Parchman for a 28-yard touchdown to regain the lead in the fourth quarter.
We had one-on-one coverage mostly at every spot at receiver. 31 had been doing a good job, I guess, guarding him. I hadn't gone to him enough, but I kind of got pushed in the pocket a little left, so my eyes just went there and just put it up for him, and he really did everything.
Today I feel like I went against one of the best DBs I probably will go against all year. He went out the game, and we just had a chance, and we had to take that shot, and I just made the play I knew I was capable of making, that I was waiting on making.
The Eagles would have a couple opportunities to respond, but with under a minute left, senior safety Jordan Rogers put the game on ice with his second interception of the day.
Defense for the last few weeks, we've been trying to emphasize is taking the ball away to give the offense more opportunities to score. So we've been doing that a lot this week, just doing ball drills and just doing stuff to get the ball back to the offense. So big-time players make big-time plays, so I had to step in and do my part for my team for us to win.
An emphasis this week for the Pitt State defense was to limit a rushing attack that averages over 180 yards per game. And on Saturday, the Gorillas stepped up, holding Shadron State to only 75 yards on the ground and less than 2.5 yards per carry.
All week we got our big three, and one of our big three was kill their heart. They run the ball down the middle, and that's the heart of their offense. So if we know if we kill their heart and when they run inside the tackles, the game's over with. And so we trusted our front five and our linebackers to get stuff done, and we got the back end. Our energy is contagious, I'll say. Just like for me and Christian Cross, you seen us starting out yelling, making plays. It just brings energy to the defense and brings confidence to them. And I told the defense the game's on us. So let's manifest this right now and go and make plays and do what you can best to make a play. Don't wait for the next person, make your play.
After the game, head coach Tom Anthony credited his team for another come-from-behind victory and continuing to battle through adversity.
If there's a word, to describe this team, it is resilient. For us to start the season 0-2, to be where we're at right now, so much growth has happened. Our leadership, our ability to make plays, our ability to execute, and so many times this season, as I just kind of look back in my mind right now, so many times we've been down late in games, and these guys just battle their way back and find a way to win football games. So I think it says a lot about them as people, as competitors, and again, just super proud of them and the way we were able to finish the football game.
The Gorillas hit the road on Saturday for their toughest test of the season, the number 2 ranked team in the nation, Harding. That's it for sports. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. Air travel's put to the test this week as airports continue to dig out from shutdown-related delays. Plus, a 95-acre bike park with 10 miles of trails opens in Joplin. And simple tricks keep your Christmas tree fresh and safe through the holidays. Those stories, a lot more. It's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9. Now, you never really know what's happening inside cars in a parking lot, but you probably wouldn't expect a baby being born. Not typically, no. It happened last weekend at a Buc-ee's in Springfield, Missouri. Nathan and Jenna Birdsong, they were rushing to the hospital at 3 in the morning on Saturday. But for baby Elena, well, she just wasn't going to wait that long. The couple pulled over into a Buc-ee's when they realized they weren't going to make it. Nathan called 911, and a representative from Mercy Hospital talked them through what to do.
It wasn't too long. I pulled in there, parked the truck, hopped out, got on her side, was trying to look to see if any emergency services was on the way. On the phone with 911 still with a representative from Mercy who taught me how to deliver the baby. I delivered her at 3:16. By 3:17, that's when I seen Stratford PD start coming in the parking lot.
By the time police arrived, Elena had been born. She and her mother are both happy and healthy, and Elena will have a story to tell someday. Buc-ee's now offering deliveries, at least in this case. The weather.
Yeah, we're dealing with some of those inconvenient showers, the type where as soon as you get home from the grocery store, you're walking out and you're like, right now. But we'll be seeing those exit the area, clouds clearing later tomorrow. So some overcast skies to start Tuesday.
Very good. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.